Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about a mystery door that shows up. You didn't know it used to exist, and it's an opportunity for you. So I feel like this is either like a dream job or a new love, but we have somebody that is really excited because I think this is, I don't know, it's like a plot twist in a movie. So let's go in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's dive in with the situations deck. So we have the Two of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. This could be a long-term relationship, or this could be a job that really helps you financially get to the point where you want to be, right? Maybe you have a specific savings in mind. Maybe you have a specific thing you're trying to buy. Whatever it is, I feel like you're going to be closer to those goals, if not exceeding those goals, because the Ten of Pentacles is really like as good as it gets, you know? Hello, Sierra. How are we doing, hun? Hello, Tiana. How are you? Oh, that's all right. You're allowed to sleep. Hello, Peggy. I'm back. All right. We've got intervention, lost, and done. So there's a situation that was removed from your life, and in part, it's because there was some failure here on another individual's responsibility towards you. So it kind of feels to me like there was an agreement or some sort of setup that you expected, some kind of outcome that was discussed, and it just didn't happen. Now, this could be, the amount of money you were supposed to be paid. It could be a certain project you were supposed to get, whatever it is. Or, somebody wanted to kind of delay getting into a committed relationship, but they didn't. Whatever it is, it looks like you're being pulled out of a situation where you have not been communicated with properly, or where you have felt abandoned, and you just basically were okay with saying, okay, I'm going to cut my losses. That's where that is. So we've got, I'm going to look at this more as like a free agent, the single card. We've got somebody that's considering themselves open to whatever offers might come in. So for many of you, this is going to be about love and about work. You're going to hear me probably throughout this reading talk about, it could be either. Just keep in mind, it could be both. But I really do feel like this is a major moment for somebody where they pivot their energy, they reroute their energy, and it pays off big time. So you are a free agent in love and money, whatever it is, right? But you have an offer coming in. I feel this is not for everyone, okay? But for at least 25% of you, you are going to be given an offer, and I really want you to think for a moment before you accept it, because I feel like you could get a little bit more money. That's why we have the negotiate card. So really think about things in terms of, like, if you're in an interview process right now, do some research, talk to some people that you respect, and find ways to approach that process in a way that really does demonstrate that you understand your value. Interviews can be kind of tricky, and I do feel like a lot of employers are just trying to figure out how they can get the best possible talent while paying them the least, if we're honest with ourselves. So I feel like for some of you, it's like critical that you go back and ask for more. My recommendation to you on that, because I've done that many times, I've done pretty well with it, is have a justification for it. Okay. So there was something in particular I applied for, and I had everything that they were listing as requirements. And then they had listed an attribute that I possess as like a bonus, or it would be nice if you had that. When they came back and gave me mid-range what they told me they were offering for this job, I said, if I have everything in your requirements, and I also have one of the things you said would be nice to have, shouldn't I be at the top of your range? And I asked for $5,000 more in my salary, which doesn't sound like a lot, but hey, give it to me. And they gave it to me. Now, they didn't give it to me the first time, to be honest. I pushed back twice, which is a little bit ballsier than I normally am. I don't necessarily encourage that for all of you. But what I'm saying is have a like detailed or well thought out argument. I feel I deserve this amount because of XYZ. And I do feel like you'll have that argument. This is just me saying, don't you dare sell yourself short. Okay. Now, if this is for more of a romantic thing, for some of you, this could be somebody who is trying to kind of like slow walk the relationship. This could be somebody who has some, like maybe some trust issues. And you're going to have to think about how long you're willing to wait for this new love prospect. Because I feel like the sentiment here is, I don't have a lot invested. If you're not ready to, pursue something, then that's fine. I'm just going to like keep it moving. You know what I mean? Hello there, Broken Key. How are you doing? Oh, good for you. Hello, Timothy. Uh-huh. Hello, Dr. Strangelove. What's going on? Yep. All right. Let's see. I feel like we need some Poe tarot today. I don't read these in reverse just to keep that known. All right. What else do we have? Also, I haven't forgotten that I promised to do here's all of my tarot decks reading or like video. That's my bad. I'll get on it. Bad Carmen. Hi, Mona. How are you doing? I'm glad it's a wonderful day. We've got Ace of Paws. That's the Ace of Pentacles. For the most wild, yet most homely narrative which I am about to pen, I neither expect nor solicit belief. And it's coming out with the Hierophant. Lord, help my poor soul. I think you're about to walk into something that is a little unexpected, even though you have prayed for this. I do feel like you've gone through some difficulties. You've had some betrayals or some disappointments, some people that you've had to walk away from. And I want to make sure you're not stuck in that mindset where you think things will always go wrong. But I do feel like there's a situation where you have manifested or prayed for something and it is coming through. And that's going to make it seem a little bit unreal to you. Like, oh, I just like ordered that, I guess. Yes, $1 million. Actually, 2. Let's do 2. No. We'll do 10. 10's good. Yeah, that'll last me. We have the King of Quills, which is the King of Swords. And think that these weak lines are written by him who, as he pens them, thrills to think his spirit is communing with an angel's. Okay, I feel like this is in particular about the offer that may come through. If it is not good enough, you need to say it's not good enough. So if somebody has been not really wanting to be exclusive in a relationship and they say, well, how about we just like move in? Does that work? How about we just delete dating apps? Does that work? It's like there's some sort of like not quite what you were asking for. Or if you want to get married, they're cool with being engaged, but they don't actually get married. Like there's just this, or it's not enough money, right? There's something here that I feel like you have to push back on this person and be like, no, I think you may have misread my value. Let me break it down for you. This is what I need. Can you give it to me? Because if you can't, I will find it elsewhere. 6 of Wands. This is victory. If you don't get it from this person, you get it elsewhere. This 10 of Pentacles, you get the long-term relationship, or you get this really nice offer, or you get both because you know what you're worth. So, oh, there might be somebody jealous here. You are rich, respected, admired, beloved. You are happy as once I was. Mm, There's somebody watching you get what you want and they're a little upset about it. You gotta ask yourself, what does it take for someone to get to the point where they want to see you not be successful? For some of you, this is your former employer or somebody that you did not continue interviewing with. For others of you, this is a former flame. Get it? 6 of candles. I'm so funny. Have I said hello to Aya? What's up, Aya? How are you? Okay, guys, when I do 2 a day, sometimes I can't remember if I've already said hello to you. If I said hello to Timothy, I know I did in my first reading. Hello. Moving forward. Exactly. And what's up, Cosmos? Yes, you do have to claim those 10 of Pentacles when they come by, right? You just can't let that pass you by. What's up, Denny? How are you? We've got the 7 of Paws. That's the 7 of Pentacles. And this is waiting. You should have seen how wisely I proceeded, with what caution, with what foresight, with what dissimulation I went to work. So when somebody sleeps on you, when somebody doesn't take advantage of the opportunity they have to hire you or to woo you, true love. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. That's just what I heard. When they don't take action, there's a couple of ways to react, right? You can bemoan the reality of the situation. You know, you can Bridget Jones it. You can go cut your hair. You can go to the gym. Actually, that's a good one. We're going to remove that one. You can do things that are like getting you stuck in that, or you can do things like going to the gym that get you out of that. And I feel like with the 7 of Pentacles, it's like the better kind of 7 of Pentacles than most, because the implication here is I went to work. I realized what was going on. There was somebody here that maybe helped me or gave me some advice. I realized that I needed to call it. Lost, done. Because it wasn't going to go the way I wanted it to, because I wasn't going to get that promotion that they promised me, or I wasn't going to get that ring on my finger, whatever it is. We have somebody that's like, I'm not going to wait. Life is for living. I'm going to live it. So definitely possible that we'll see the Chariot come out, because I do feel that there's somebody here that decided to just like make it happen, you know? Maybe not wait for permission. That's kind of the vibe. Like, you know what? I'm going to do what's right for me. I'm going to look for a new job. I'm going to look for a new apartment, whatever it is. So we've got number 20, which is the Garden. This talks about community. Oh, really? So remember we had this connected card. I didn't say as much about it earlier. This is important. You have connections that you have made throughout your life that it's like they've laid the groundwork for you, and you may not realize that something from a year ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago is going to impact you now. So a choice you made in your career, a connection you made in an old job, a friend that you had when you dated some other person 8 years ago. You know, there's something here about not really realizing that there was something to pursue here. And then all of a sudden, this person comes out of the woodwork. So for some of you, this is a message on LinkedIn from someone you hadn't thought about for a long time. For others of you, this is, someone you randomly run into at the local Applebee's, like whatever it is. I feel like this is somebody that finds the connections they need within the network they already have to make this advancement or move forward the way that they want. And I do feel like the more I do this reading, the more I feel like we have somebody that is improving in terms of their professional or like financial stability and their love situation. It's like a 2-for-1. Hello there, Rebecca. How are you? Hi, Tammy. True Love. It's such a good movie. I hope they never try to redo it. They haven't, had they? If they have, that's a horrible decision. Hello there, Sylvia. How are you? You're not into swingers? That's okay. We all have our different things, right? Yeah, not everyone's thing. Let's see. I think we need some more tarot. We're gonna go with the other Edgar Allan Poe tarot that I have. I didn't even think about it before I reached for it, but I guess we're going with a Poe theme today, right, Peggy? All right. So you guys, I don't know if you've followed my second channel. It's Curious Carmen ASMR, but I told you I was going to do some more divine comedy. I've been reading the Inferno for you all, and I just ruined the book. I spilled Dr. Pepper on it. It's my fault. It's not the book's fault. So we might have a little bit of a delay on that, but we'll figure it out. That's wild. I need my statistician, you guys. Ace of Paws, which is the Ace of Pentacles. Let's get a clarifier, shall we? How about the Ace of Pentacles? Okay. This is 2 opportunities. I'm telling you, there's an opportunity in love and there's an opportunity in your business. Your business. Ooh, we got the Chariot in the reverse. Okay, so that's what it is. There was something here that came to a standstill. There was a dead end, and you're not meant to be stuck. Justice. So yes, you are going to find that motivation. You are going to find that escape, that loophole, that opportunity that maybe was difficult to believe in. I do feel like there's a sense of exhaustion here. I've tried everything. I've done what I can. You don't want to work with me. You don't want to listen to me. You don't want the same things that I do. Whatever it is, there's just like an incompatibility at this job or this community or this relationship or this situationship. So we have the Lovers. We have a choice. You know what you should choose? And it looks to me like you'll know who the right person is or who is giving the right offer, or which offer is the right offer for you, because it won't be falling short. It won't be less than what you know you deserve. This is really coming through with a don't settle. If you know what you want. So for some of you, this could be, you want kids and you're dating somebody who doesn't. If you know what you want and that person doesn't want the same thing as you, you've got to make that decision, right? So for a lot of you, this is an acknowledgement of this ain't working, but that over there could. Actually, that looks pretty good. I do feel like the Star in the reverse. Okay, so it's like mirrored, right? I feel like initially you're going to be bummed. I feel like initially you're like, but I really wanted that car. Let's use a car as an example, right? It was like the perfect package, had everything that I wanted, and somebody else bought it. And then you go back to the dealership. And the other one that they offer you is like $3,000 less. Same, checks all the boxes. And you're like, oh, so it's a good thing that that one wasn't available? Because, like, this is better. I feel like initially you don't like that you have to move past something. You really wanted to make this work. You really wanted to make this relationship or this job, whatever it is, work. But sometimes there's power in knowing when to, like, let go of that, right? Look, I used to be in sales, right? There were times where I was working a pretty big deal, right? And it was real nice to have that to brag about. But when you start to understand that somebody is in need of a different solution, or maybe just the customer is not a very good customer, like they don't like to pay their bills, that kind of thing, you get to a point where you're like, I don't know if I really want to, work for your business. I don't know if I really want to try to convince you to be in a relationship with me. Like it's that, okay, I think I've got the point now. Oh, that's awesome, Matt. How are you doing today? I like it. Ooh, I like that too, I am. There it is. We got something new. So a lot of times I think people look at the Fool and they take that word a little bit too seriously. But if you think about it, all the people who have done something incredible in society were looked at as a fool for doing something different. Let's take Nikola Tesla, for example, right? Everybody's like, what is this guy doing? What is he doing? Change the world. There's something here about you being willing to take a little bit of a risk or like define the adventure the way you want it to be, and it really pays off for you. King of Swords in the reverse. So it looks like you are walking away from a situation where you felt like somebody was refusing to be honest with you. Either they weren't dealing with you fairly in terms of your negotiated contract, or this person was trying to avoid being exclusive. There was a refusal to give of oneself. This could very easily be an employer that doesn't want to pay what they owe you or deliver on that promotion they were talking about with you. It's giving, I told you that this would probably happen, but then I was like, maybe not. How about next year or the year after that? Yeah. Four of Pentacles, withholding. And the universe is like, this person deserves a nice payout. This person deserves true love, whatever it is. True love. There it is again. Okay, we've got Page of Cups in the reverse, Ace of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so look, this person who is making this could be for some of you, like what do they call that? Like if you get a new offer and you put in your 2 weeks notice and somebody's like, oh, we didn't know you were serious about leaving. Let's like give you a promotion now. Like, didn't know you were, being serious. They're going to be a little bit upset with themselves that they didn't take you seriously. This is somebody who really thought that they would be able to outmaneuver you, and they're going to find out that they were wrong. Simply put, I think you're smarter than this person realizes, and I think you're more bold than they realize. So they view this conversation with you where you asked for more as a missed opportunity. And now they're going to be upset or even angry, particularly with themselves, because they didn't take it as seriously as they should have. All right, this is the gold foil tarot. Did you see that? It was the Chariot. Is it? I thought there's another one there. Okay. So once you redirect this energy, once you actually consider this new option, things start moving for you. Remember we had the Chariot in the reverse? Six of Swords. Empress. Look at you go. I don't care what your gender is. Let's not focus on the feminine element here too much. This is more so just saying you look at a situation and you're like, that's okay. I can do this on my own. That's okay. I've got this. I don't need your help. I can start my own company. I can find my own job. I can find my own place to live. I can manifest new love. There is just this like confidence and boldness of, no, I am actually like perfectly cool with like a new chapter. I've had some friends that, you know, had known me for like 10 years say, like on multiple occasions, I really didn't think you were going to do that. Make a habit of surprising people with your boldness, doing the things that you know will make you happy. We have somebody here who's like, this ain't working for me, so I'm going to leave. We have a situation where somebody was like, no, you can't leave. You won't walk away. And now they're realizing you will, or you have. Queen of Pentacles, Five of Cups, because you know your value. So now we have this former employer or former lover feeling like they have really messed something up and they can't really find a way to correct this. What's up, GP? What's up, Brian? How we doing? Hello, Illuminati. Have I said hello to Key Controller? Hello. We got somebody getting all defensive about it now. They're like, that was my employee. That was my person. Not really. You know, own me. There's somebody standing up for what they actually deserve, and the universe is here for it. All right, we've got the Magician in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles. That's literally what I was just like singing, basically. You thought you could control me. You thought you could manipulate me. You thought maybe I wouldn't negotiate back or I wouldn't consider finding a different job. You thought you held all the power, but you do not. You cannot control this Nine of Pentacles. This Nine of Pentacles is somebody who thinks for themselves, somebody who listens to their intuition. So that's why you're coming up with a new plan, right? I do feel like your intuition is improving. Pay close attention to that. The more you believe in it, the more you follow it, the better it goes for you. Enlightenment, judgment, and strength. You absolutely, what I just said, you will be able to guide yourself through this really kind of like exciting adventure of laying the groundwork for a new life. For some of you, this is a lot changing at the same time. You might find new friends, you might find a new church, a new job, a new relationship. There's a lot of different things coming into your life that I feel like you've been hoping for, and it's all showing up around the same time because you have demonstrated you know your value, you know what you want. Me too. Hello, Michael. How are you doing? When am I coming back to Minnesota? Oh, that's a tough question. I've been wanting to go back. I really have. I don't know. There's some places I really do miss, and definitely some food I really do miss. In particular, I really do need to have a parlor burger again before I die. It's like the best burger. Okay, it might be the second best burger I've ever had in my entire life. The best burger that I've ever had was actually in Mexico. I lived in Cuernavaca for a while, which is in Morelos. Did I say that funny? But I lived on Ache Preciado and La Lagunilla. And there was, God, what was it called? It's probably not there anymore. I can't think of it, but there was a little stand that sold burgers. And it was so good. Anyways, that's just me remembering the best burger of my life. No big deal. I used to eat it all the time. It was like more of like a steak burger than like a hamburger. You know what I mean? And it had like chimichurri on it. So good. You guys, I'm gonna get all hungry now. What's up, Farrell? How are you doing? Mac and cheese pizza. Yes. Yep, we did talk about that the last time we were talking about Minneapolis, weren't we? I'm sorry, Lucas. That's rough. But you know what is super inspirational here? I really do have to make sure this is clear. You are listening to your intuition. I already said that with the 9 of Pentacles. And then we follow that up with the Sun, which talks about enlightenment, Judgment card, which talks about, like, in some cases, coming back from like a dark place where you haven't really been able to listen to that or really understanding a situation better than you had before. We have somebody that is growing as a person and being honest with themselves about what they're willing to tolerate in their life and what they're really okay with changing. That book that we got from the Lenormand, this is a reference to wisdom. Your wisdom, you being smarter than a lot of the people around you expect, and making the choices that align you with what you're supposed to have in your life. 7 of Swords. Fool. Okay, so here's the deal. You might be getting exactly what you asked for Christmas, but I want you to be a little bit quiet about it. There's something here that's a little bit like, please don't tell everybody. Like, let's just pretend you win the lottery, okay? And I'm not telling you to go gamble. If you want to, that's on you. But let's just say you win the lottery. Are you going to go post that shit on Facebook? Please tell me no. Please tell me no. You know better than that, right? Don't tell anybody. If you win the lottery, you don't tell anybody except for a lawyer. That is it. And then, like, if you're married, like, eventually you have to tell your spouse and stuff. But, like, don't be telling people your business. There's something here that you're going to get, and I think it's in your best interest to not tell anybody. I really feel like for most of you, this is money and love. There are jealous people around you. There could be somebody that tries to prevent you from really getting into this love situation. There could be somebody who talks negatively about your job search. I'm just saying, like, as you pursue this new life, be a little bit restrained in terms of your announcements or what you share with other people. Just, you know, some things are meant to be savored by you for a little bit, and then you can figure out where it makes sense to share that news. All right, this is the Voyage of the Soul. It seems appropriate, don't you think, guys? That's probably a good idea. We have compassion, empathy, forgiveness, holding space, and listen. Oh, gosh. Oh, look at that color. Dreams, lucid, subconsciousness, prophecy, patterns, answers, and journal. Look, I feel like what has to happen is you forgive somebody else. And I think probably also forgiving yourself. Maybe you felt a little bit naive. You felt like maybe you got taken advantage of. But there's something that comes to you. It's like a wish fulfillment because you let go of something that did not work out that you wanted to work out. But like literally, you guys, can you see how pretty that is? Do you see the rainbow? So yes, it rained, but now you get to look forward to a rainbow. Then we have energy, life force, chakras, Reiki, intangible, subtle, and crystals. You're going to notice a shift in energy. End of story. You're going to notice a shift. Take advantage of that shift. Look at it as if it were clay that you can mold into the best sculpture you've ever made in your entire life. I don't know how many sculptures you've made. I know I have made a really ugly looking like mug. I'm pretty sure my parents still have it actually. It's got like a big old awkward like peace sign on it and like a silly like 90s-esque smiley face. But you're going to make something awesome because you're willing to let go of something that isn't working. All right, this is the Gilded Reverie. Tell me more about this new thing, please. Okay. Yeah. Dreams. You are manifesting, you are pulling in something that I think you're going to be a little bit nervous to believe is true. Some of you are starting your own business. Some of you are bringing in like the person of your dreams, and it's going to be a great relationship. Others of you, you're doing it all. So we have the Tower. I really do feel like a dream job, a dream offer, something along those lines comes in. Again, some of you may need to push back and ask for a little bit more. Don't be greedy and make sure you phrase that all right. You know, there's part of me that like wants to just like do a series on how I navigated interviews and offer letters and all of that, because I feel like they don't really do that in school, and I learned some lessons along the way. But it does feel to me like you're going to have a situation that reflects your value or what you bring to the table. A lot of you, that's going to be entrepreneurship or working for yourself. It may be as simple as like you start a side business. But with the Rider and the Coffin, you're going to get good news, and it's going to make you happy that you ended something. So I want you to be forward facing. I want you to be looking forward to things. I want you to be imagining what the best case scenario is. Screw the worst case scenario. We're not thinking about that anymore. I want you to be dreaming, okay? Daydreaming is your homework. I like giving you guys homework. It's so much fun. Okay. We're going to get a few more from the Everyday Tarot. Did I miss an argument between you and Grant? What's up? You want to see the mug, Tiana? No, it's awful. Hello, dude. Hello, Kristen. Wait, Kirsten. I caught it. I get real paranoid. I'm going to mess that up for people. You know, like the Kirsten, Kristen, Christina. Yeah, I don't like to mess people's names up. What's up, Capricorn Whisperer? I let people read about it in a history book. It's in the past. There's a little bit of dust on the story, you know? We got 9 of Swords in the reverse. This is assistance coming to somebody. Remember that intervention? This is like, it feels to me like the universe just wanted to make sure that you got what was coming to you, like in a good way, which is an offer. Page of Cups. Wish fulfillment. I'm telling you, initially, it's going to feel like you didn't get what you want, but then you get something better. It's like, this is such a dumb story. And of course, it's food-based. I ordered a sandwich and I wanted a particular kind of cheese. And then they came back to the table, the server did, and said, we're actually out of that cheese. Would this be okay? And I was like, oh, well, that's better than the first one. So that's going to be you. Your sandwich is going to be much better. It's going to be a better cheese. Let's look at it. She's dumping out 1. She's got the other. There's letting go of one dream and realizing that another dream is what you really wanted. For someone in particular out there, I'm sensing that we've got a desire to be famous, either because of music or acting or writing, that shifts to more of a behind the scenes role. You know, I thought I wanted to be this, or I thought I wanted to be that, but what I really want to do is something kind of like related to it, but not quite the same. Oops. We've got the 5 of Cups, Ace of Wands in the reverse. And Queen of Pentacles. Your money is definitely getting better. This is all about letting go of something in the past that didn't work out and being willing to be open to what could potentially happen instead. World in the reverse. Ten of Cups. Some of you really just need to feel like there's life after love, or that there is more to your career. And I feel like this offer that comes in really helps you to get that sense of hope or passion back, whether it's either of those things. Chariot in the reverse. This is clarifying the star. It's like you find your way after you lose your way. You know what I'm saying? Four of Wands in the reverse and the Devil. Because that thing that you were originally hoping for that made you feel stuck or like you couldn't actually get to what you were trying to get, it seemed like an illusion that you were ever going to actually get that promotion or that ring or whatever it was that you were waiting for. When you just kind of like let go of that obsession, when you give it up to God, however you want to say it, that's when things shift for you. King of Cups in the reverse. Ten of Wands, Two of Cups. Yeah. So you reject something that was not I don't know if I just want to say fair. It's more like I think it wasn't like symbiotic, it wasn't mutual, right? And when you let go of that, you know, not so great employer or not so serious love interest, then you get this connection or this well-balanced situation. Because the Two of Cups doesn't always have to be about love. This can be about a really great creative partnership, right? So using that example earlier, you decide, you know what, I don't really want to be the person who actually sings the song, but I am really great at writing songs. And you might start to see a really big takeoff in your career when you get paired up with a particular singer that does deliver that art the way that you want it to be delivered, you know? All right, let's get a few more from the Zodiac fortune telling cards. And then I probably got to move along to the personal readings. All right, we've got, you are going to move to a new house. Do not give up hope. A new house. All right, then. I like it. Sickness is surrounding you, but will turn out for the best. Guest coming means trouble. There could be somebody that wants to visit you around the time that you are getting into a relationship or starting a new job. I would recommend postponing that. Look, we can just say no. That is a full sentence. But I would say in general, keep your answer short. Whatever this person is or whoever this person is that wants to come visit you, I don't feel like the intentions are great. I do feel like they would be distracting or they would cause issues in that relationship or possibly also in a job situation. So I feel like you're being advised to not let somebody come visit. Persist and you will be more successful. In particular, if this is going to make it difficult for you to focus on like the launch of your business or launch of an album or an important, like maybe you're meeting the parents of the person you've been dating. The number 2 is also quite important. So keep that in mind. All right. I hope that helps. Did I say hi to everyone? Did I say hi to Brian? Hello, Brian. Can you sing, Key Controller? I like it. I like it. All right. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Go get your money. Go get that love. I'm excited for you. You've got good things to look forward to. Don't you let it pass you by, okay? I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Hit me up if you need a personal reading, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.